Good afternoon, everybody. Saturday, September the 26th, 2020. I'm back out here working on my 67 Nova Project Redline, and today I am finishing up fabricating the custom center crossmember that I'm making that connects my frame rails. And it's turning out really good. I'll show you here in a second. I want to share with you for a second how I'm doing this and why it's working so well. So I'm starting off by cutting a template using 110 weight cardstock, and after I've got it fitting just like I want it, what I'm doing is I'm laying this out onto a piece of steel, tracing it with a red Sharpie around it, and then after I've got it traced, all I'm doing is laying a piece on top of it that I know is perfectly straight, clamping it in place, and then I'm taking my plasma cutter and just dragging it right along that line. And as a result, I'm getting some really, really nice straight cut parts that fit really fantastic. Now, it is worth mentioning that I'm cheating a little bit here, if you want to call it that. I'm finding it super handy to use my little Woodward Fab shear here to make these parts. It's real common that as I'm sitting here making these things, I'll determine that I need to take off a 1/16 of an inch here or there or whatnot. When I'm making my rough cut piece with the plasma cutter, I'm really just trying to get the general shape and then fine tune the fit of it from there, cutting things with my, my shear. And if everything goes as planned, what you end up with is this. This part fits right up in there just like that and leaves you with just a really, really nice professional looking custom cross member. So you can kind of see that I'm leaving little gaps here and there so that I can fill everything in with a weld. You'll notice, like, for instance, that's not necessarily a tight fit, and that's on purpose. It's going to create a really, really good looking weld when that weld has something to sink into and kind of fill. So here it is from the front side. Really happy with how it's turning out. Pretty time consuming to make one of these things. I also got my donor car, the 2010 Camaro SS, up on the lift this morning. I took the fuel tank out of it there. Boy, that was an SOB if there ever was. Chevrolet did that in a manner where you actually have to remove the entire rear suspension differential, the whole 9 yards, to get the damn fuel tank out of the car. I was lucky, being that I had mine on a lift. I just kind of pulled the front bolts loose, let the whole rear end kind of sag down, and then I was able to pull the fuel tank out. But I'm doing that so that I can determine whether or not I can use things, you know, like the fuel pump from this car. I don't know yet. The folks at Rick's Tanks have been really, really helpful. Shout out to the people of Rick's Tanks in trying to get a fuel tank for this thing. So that's what's going on out here on the car this weekend, coming along well. Hope you guys enjoy my updates. Please click subscribe if you want to follow along with my build. I generally try and post a video about every weekend. Y'all have a great weekend. Thanks for watching. Take care.